If you're a parent, grandparent, or soon-to-be parent, you have the opportunity to make thousands of dollars under Trump's new program. I was talking to my grandmother last night, and we were talking about some new opportunities for parents to, well, cash in some cash. And early December, Trump announced a new program that can give your kid over $1,000 into their, quote, Trump account. Now, whether you like or dislike Trump, that doesn't really matter. What matters, guys, is that we, as parents, as men, we are capitalizing on the opportunities that are right there in front of us, okay? And today, I just want to kind of briefly explain how this program works so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. Now, guys, I typically cover AI and robotics on this channel, but a key theme is financial freedom, respect, relevancy, and financial freedom. And part of being financially free is making sure that you're investing and then you're capitalizing on any opportunities that come to you. So basically, Trump announced this new program, and then Michael Dell, the founder and owner of Dell, also agreed to pledge an additional $6.25 billion, expanding the program out. And I gotta say, I love this idea. One of, I think, the biggest flaws in America is just financial literacy. It's incredibly, incredibly important that we have financial literacy. And anyway, I'm not going to go off the deep end talking about that, but let's talk about how this program works. So, how do you qualify? So, those that qualify can get either a $1,000 or $250 put into their own Trump account. And these Trump accounts are tax-advantaged savings and investment accounts, kind of like a Roth IRA, where it grows tax-deferred until you actually make the withdrawal. Now, in a Roth IRA, you don't get that cash out until 60, but under a Trump account, your kid would be able to capitalize on the cash in there by age 18. You know, listen, they can do what they want. You might continue to fund it. And I think that's also a good point that I'd like to highlight here is even if so if you take on this, let's say $1,000, you've got your baby, you put $1,000 in from the federal government, that doesn't stop there. You can also invest more and more money. And in fact, accumulating interest is a great way to expand this. I can't tell you how much I love this move. And $1,250 isn't going to change your life, but understanding, getting the account started, getting the free money, getting momentum moving in the right direction for families is absolutely critical. So who qualifies? This is going to be for U.S. citizens that have children that are under the age of 18, or if you're a U.S. citizen under the age of 18, you can apply now under the IRS form 4547. And who qualifies and how does this look like? Well, if you have a baby that's born between 2025 and 2028, they will qualify for the $1,000. And those funds will be deposited into the Trump account on July 4th, 2026. But it doesn't end there, because kids that are 10 and under and born before January 1st, well, they won't get the $1,000, but they do qualify for the $250 in this tax-deferred account, which I got two kids. I got a 9-year-old and I got a 6-year-old. Please believe I will be applying for these accounts. It's a no-brainer, guys. Free money, give it to me. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, I'm not a big fan of helicopter cash or free cash, but if it's there, I'm gonna take it. I mean, not to get too off topic, but Trump has been talking about passing out $2,000 stimulus checks next year in 2026, which I'm 100% against. But if it comes to me, I'm going to take it, and I'm probably going to invest it or, grow my education, buy some new tools. I'm going to use that money wisely. We're not going to talk about that in this video, but what I do want to just highlight is the opportunity here for parents and young parents to get this going. Now, you will need to qualify by being in a zip code that has a median income of less than $150,000 a year. And so this isn't for the ultra wealthy. This is for people that, normal people like you and me, lower, middle, upper middle class, to qualify for these. And by the way, which zip codes, how many people qualify for this? That's 97% of zip codes are under that $150,000 median threshold. So there's a good chance you're going to qualify if you've got kids that are under 10. So get out there and get after it. And what's great again is this money will grow and grow and grow. It's tax deferred, it's got a great tax benefit to it. So the money you put in there is going to grow well. And I was looking at some reports. They said, well, if you just take the $1,000 and you sit it and forget it, it'll grow. It'll probably be around $7,000 by the time you're ready to retire, by the time you're ready to mature it at 18. But if you were to put in just $50 a month, that could grow up to $20,000 in the account. So again, this is just a great opportunity for people to invest in themselves. I was speaking to a family member at Christmas dinner, and I was asking him, how much are you investing? Are you investing here? What do you think about Bitcoin? What do you think about Angel Studios? I'm kind of hot on Angel Studios right now. They've got the new David movie out. They did Sound of Freedom, and I think that AI is going to give them a lot more bang for their buck when it comes to competing against these giant studios like Disney and Warner Brothers, Netflix, etc. Anyway, I digress. What he told me was that he just doesn't make enough money to invest. And I looked at him like he had 10 eyeballs, and I said, dude, if you make anything, some of that money needs to go into investments. The reality, though, is I think a lot of people have this mentality that they don't make enough money to invest. And I like this idea from Trump and the Trump accounts to get some momentum going. If you don't invest in yourself for the future, it's not going to work out, guys. So anyway, a lot of opportunities abound here, and it's definitely a major shift in the way that we invest, in the way we work, in the way that we reach for financial freedom. And anyway, go ahead and get applied now. I'll put some links below so you can get that rolling. And again, if you are thinking about how this new world looks for you, you can subscribe to my newsletter, aiupdate.ai. It's totally free, covering all this stuff. And if you want to go a little bit deeper on these topics, check out yesterday's video. I had an interesting conversation with some people at Christmas dinner and after Christmas dinner about career shifts. And I think it's really interesting how many people are moving away from being a traditional employee to being a subcontractor, because there are pros and cons. And if you don't understand the pros and cons, you could get crushed, because you may not know this, but contractors can make up to 20 to 70% more than a traditional employee. If you don't know how, you gotta watch yesterday's video. All right, boys, see ya, peace.